Dear President Pedersen, dear Provost Braz, dear deans and faculty colleagues, dear Georgia Tech staff, and most importantly, dear graduating class, family, and friends. Thank you so much for inviting me for your commencement speech. I'm honored. This is your day, an incredible celebration. You did the unthinkable. You are graduating from one of the most distinguished universities in the world. I hope that your pride of what you have accomplished today will last for a lifetime. And I also hope that you never forget the responsibility to leverage your newly found wisdom for the betterment of the people of the world and the entire planet. Let me tell you two stories. In 2009, I was approached by Larry Page, co-founder of Google. I had just won a historical self-driving car competition sponsored by the US government called the DARPA Grand Challenge. In this fierce competition, 196 robots competed a race to the Mojave Desert. My team from Stanford came first. With this victory, I had become the world leading expert on self-driving cars. But Larry wanted me to make a robot that could drive on public roads, on all public roads, in between other traffic, bicycles, playing children, even possums and armadillos. I told Larry, that can't be done. I was, after all, the world expert on self-driving cars. I knew for a fact it could not be done. And if I, the leading expert in the world, would say so, it had to be true. But Larry can be persistent. Next day, he nagged me again and again. It can't be done. I raised my voice. So Larry changed taglines. Okay, Sebastian, I get it. It can't be done. But just so that I can convey to Eric Schmidt and Sergey Brin why it can't be done, can you give me the technical explanation? I was dumbfounded. In the days that pursued, I could not think of a single technical reason, as hard as I tried. So perhaps it can be done? I said timidly. Larry smirked. So we started the Google Chauffeur project, which today is known as Waymo. Within 18 months, my team of only 12 engineers managed to build self-driving cars that drove 100,000 miles on public roads in California without a single incident. John Marco from the New York Times, the leading tech journalist at the time, wrote he experienced goosebumps when riding in our car as a passenger. Today, the team has driven over 10 million miles with no serious accident ever caused by the machine. Self-driving cars are real. This technology is about to change transportation at a massive scale. Every automotive OEM, every Tier 1 supplier, every Silicon Valley technology giant, and every ride-sharing company has made self-driving cars their priority. Not only could it be done, it was easy. Looking back, I learned an important lesson that day, something that makes me be humble to the present day. A Stanford dropout with little or no experience in robotics knew better what could be done than I could do it myself. The world expert in self-driving cars. And it was Larry's can-do attitude that really made it happen. It can be done. In 2011, my Google colleague Peter Norvig and I offered a Stanford graduate class on artificial intelligence online for students all around the world, free of charge. In just a few weeks, 160,000 students signed up. 10 weeks later, 23,000 students graduated at Stanford level. This class became the first very global MOOC, or massive open online course. Thousands of other MOOCs followed. The New York Times declared 2012 the year of the MOOC. This time, it was my turn to apply my learnings from Larry Page. I went from university to convince presidents and provosts to leverage MOOC technology to create new online degree programs that could reach anyone, anywhere, and at a much more affordable price. Time and time again, I was told it could not be done. Online could never replicate the classroom experience. Online would never be of high quality. Online would never provide the same level of student learning. Online would never attract top-notch students. And, perhaps most tellingly, discounting tuition rates would destroy higher education as we know it today. It was immoral. Here at Georgia Tech, people were different. My now brother, Zvi Galil, joined by Provost Brass, Dean Baker, and former Dean DeMillo, decided it was worth a try. Make no mistake, Zvi, Raphael, and Nelson knew it was a risky proposition. Failure would inevitably lead to public shaming by the higher education establishment, and this would have likely have grave personal consequences. But we all felt the potential benefit to future students would outweigh the risk. And after all, it could be done. We knew it could be done. In 2013, with my education startup Udacity, and with financial support from AT&T, Georgia Tech started building the world's first MOOC-inspired online master's degree of its kind, the OMSCS. To our amazement, the Georgia Tech faculty professors bought into this vision with enthusiasm. There must be something special in the drinking water of Atlanta. Today, the OMSCS has become the largest online degree of its kind. It is every little bit as high quality as Georgia Tech's famed on-campus degree. And most importantly, it has brought graduate level education to thousands of students who otherwise would not benefit from what Georgia Tech has to offer, including many of you. Along with AT&T and Udacity, Georgia Tech wrote history. So yes, it could be done. It has been done. We did it. I'm so excited. Hundreds of you in the crowd today are graduating from this program today. In my final words, let me focus on something I know well: technology. Almost everything we cherish today has been invented in the past 100 years. Texting, smartphones, the internet, penicillin, cars, airplanes. Who of you can even imagine a world without a flushing toilet or electricity? All this in just 100 years. And yet humanity dates back hundreds of thousands of years. When it comes to innovation, I am convinced only 1% of interesting things have been invented yet. Only 1% of the work is done. Only 1% of technologies have been invented. And only 1% of solutions have been found. This means 99% are there for you to discover. Graduates, it will be your mission, should you choose to accept it, to advance society to the next level. Join me in making the world a better place. You can make the difference. Remember, it can be done. Today is a day of celebration. And in your joy, you know the sky is limitless. You can feel it. You are rightfully proud. I want you all remember forever how you feel today. There will come the day when you are being told it cannot be done. There will be the day when you tell yourself it cannot be done. I urge you never to take no for an answer. I urge you to never give up. Remember, it can be done. It can always be done. And in graduating from Georgia Tech today, you already proved to yourself that you can do it. Congratulations and thank you.